Hi, welcome back to Christine's Home Affairs, where I'm going to share with you my 3-monthly update, and I shall show you my top 10 sales and a couple of surprises as well. One of the things that has surprised me is the impact that the flooding had. Our community was impacted by severe flooding in October last year, so we've had a lot less tourists in town over the past 6 months, and the results of my sales have actually been quite surprising. Everything that I'm about to show you is all made with rescued, repurposed or recycled fabric of some kind. Most of it is sample swatch fabric that I get for free. So hang around and I shall show you the top 10 bestsellers for the last 3 months. How many of you can guess which one was number 1? Coming in at number 10, something that's never made the list before, and I don't talk much about this either, is the Lithuanian linen throws. Now these are made out of squares of sample Lithuanian linen fabric. The guy I know imported all of these pieces. He cut them all up and had hoped to be able to give swatches to individual shop owners in the hope that he might be able to import Lithuanian linen by the roll. He was unsuccessful. He had thousands of swatches of fabric already cut out and didn't know what to do with it. I've put all the pieces back together again and made really lightweight linen throws. And I've just overlocked the edges together and then thrown them in the clothes dryer to give them that scrunched up look. They only take about half an hour to make. I sold 5 of these at between $20 and $25 each, depends on the sizing that I get out of them, which gave me $105. I was really pleased to see the Lithuanian linen throws make the list. I've only got a few left, so they're unlikely to ever make the list again. At number 9, I have to say I was really pleased to see these come into the top 10 list. My crossbody bags. I have 3 different variations in these bags and I sell most of them for about $30 each. I've only had them in the shop for about 4 to 5 weeks, so to sell 5 of them in that shorter time is really pleasing. I made $140 out of these bags, so I'm very, very happy with those. I know that I'm going to sell quite a lot more of them, so it's very pleasing to see these make the list. Finally, my itty bitty bags get to make the list as well. Previously, I've mentioned that I'm surprised that they haven't been selling. I just think they're really cute little bags. They're very tiny. I thought they'd be really good to clip onto somebody's bag. Previously, I tried to sell them at $15 each. I couldn't sell many at all. I've dropped the price to $10. I sold 6 of these over the last 3 months, and that gave me $60 after having dropped the price to $10 each. At number 7, scrunchies are back. I think these are always going to make the list. I didn't sell many this quarter because I haven't made any and don't have a lot of stock to sell. I only sold 6 of them, and which gave me $22. I sell these for $4 each or 3 for $10. I must get back and make some more. Now these are my lined totes. So they're fully lined. These have come in at number 6, and I do them in quite a few different sizes. All of these are made with sample swatches from the upholstery boards that I get, and I'm even using the sample swatches for pockets. So I sell these for $45 each. The lined totes, I sold 6 of those over the last quarter, which gave me $250. So I have these in so many different sizes and shapes. They look really nice with their contrasting colours. Coin purses are another one that haven't made the list before. These are made out of little sample swatches that I received many years ago, and I just wanted to get rid of the fabric, so I've just made up some tiny little coin purses. I sell those at $10 each. I sold 7, which gave me $70. Okay, you guys all know what these ones are. These are my puppy poo pouches. They have a roll on the inside for the disposable bags, and these have come in at number 4 this quarter. I sold 9 of them, which gave me $135. I only sell them for $15 each. They're very quick to make and only use up 5-inch strips of fabric, so they're a great stash buster, and they're always popular in the shop. At number 3, I've got zippered bags. I've got a whole assortment of zippered bags, whether it be boxed bags, flat bags like this, these ones here with the two-tone colours. All of them are lined. The prices I sell them for vary between $15 and about $35. Actually, this one is only $10 because I hate it. So when I don't like something, it gets a really cheap price on it. Usually goes fairly quickly. Boxed bags, flat bags with little boxed corners and none at all. All of these, I sell quite a few of these. And as I said, they vary in price from mostly $15 to $35. I sold 19 of those and I earned $395 for these. These I've put in at these are actually equal number 3. The other product that came in third this quarter were my Helping Hands card holders. So these card holders are made with DVDs. This one's done with sample upholstery fabric, and this one's done with fabric remnants that I've picked up in deceased estates or on my travels. The Helping Hands card holders, I sold 19 of those. I sell them for $15 each, and I earned $285 from those. I'm actually starting to enjoy making these now. I'm trying to commit to making about half a dozen of them a week just to keep stock up and varieties available. So I am actually enjoying making these now. At number 2, we have our shoe bags or expandable storage bags. These ones here, I originally started making for my dance shoes. They're not lined, although I do have a lined version coming out in the next week or two. They fit quite a lot of things. You can use them for tools, tent pegs, shoes, wine bottles even, and just put your craft supplies in there. I've had them in the shop for about 15 months now, and they're always making the list. I sold 25 shoe bags at $20 each. I do have a couple of miniature ones that are only about $10 each. So I sold 25 all up, and that earned me $470. Drum roll, you know what's coming next. Always at number 1 are these supermarket shopping bags. I've made well over 3,000 of them so far. They've been the best seller in the shop for the past few years. I didn't think that the plain ones would actually sell well in the shop, but they seem to sell better than some of the patterned ones. So coming in at number 1 again are the supermarket shopping bags. This quarter I sold 42 of them, which earned me $690. And remember these hand towels? Every quarter I have these hand towels vying for first position. This time around, I only sold 2 towels in the last 3 months. It's not because they're losing favour, it's because I don't have enough stock on display, and where I have got it displayed in the shop isn't in a prominent position. I usually sell quite a lot of them when I put them out the front of the store, but I haven't actually been doing that. So these ones have been a little bit neglected lately. So I will make some more and then start hanging them out the front of the shop. Mother's Day's coming soon too, so I really need to get a few more of these made. You'll be pleased to know that at the end of the day, as I was packing up the shop yesterday, I did actually sell 3 of these hand towels to one lady. So they'll be added to the list next quarter. If you don't have a lot of products made up, then they kind of get lost in the shop or in your displays. Even though it can be quite daunting to have so much stock of one kind in your sales space, you really need to have a lot of it for things to stand out to people. They really need to be in your face as well. I've got to make more, and when I do, I'll display them at the front of the shop or in a better position in the shop, and I should be able to sell a lot more for the next quarter. And as usual, it's no surprise that the supermarket shopping bags were number 1 again, but they've been fantastic for me in getting rid of all of the hundreds of rolls of upholstery fabric that I did actually get a hold of some years back. I'm still sewing my way through it. I still make these bags. I really enjoy making them. I've got a really good system happening. They're very, very quick to make. They are hanging up in a prominent position right as you walk in the store, so people see them on both sides of the doorway when they enter. They can't miss them, and often on the way out they see them again and they'll come back in and purchase them. So they've been fantastic for the last few years. I am so pleased that the crossbody bags that I've been doing have been paying off so quickly. So there's 3 different sorts here so far, some with zips, some with just magnetic snaps. I try to sell them at around the same $30 to $35 price tag. Yeah, I'm really pleased with these. I think these will end up making it much higher up the list in the next quarter. Looking forward to that. Okay, now you know that all of my fabric is rescued or repurposed in some form. I get a lot of free fabric given to me by companies that are disposing of their sample swatches or ends of rolls. Everything that I've shown you in today's list is all made with rescued or repurposed fabric, including the linings on the inside. So none of the fabric has been purchased by me to make these products. The only thing I do buy are my handles. I don't waste my money on different types of zips and handles or swivel clips. I try to just be generic and have the same product all the way through. It keeps my costs down, means I don't have to think about what goes with what. I'll try to use the same coloured hardware. The best thing I've ever done for any of my products is put labels on. These are just a fabric sew-on label. When I very first started sewing to sell, I made hundreds of products. I barely sold anything. And then one day I just thought I'd try some labels. This is what I came up with, ordered 100 of them. And literally the minute I put the labels on my products, they started selling. So the best advice I could give to anybody wanting to sew to sell is get some labels on your products. Whether you put them on the inside or outside, it's up to you. But for me, the best thing I've done is put labels on the outside. People know exactly who I am. It breaks up the bag a little bit. I can't say enough for the labels. The labels were a game changer for me. What really surprised me in this last quarter was how much I sold compared to the previous quarter. So let me refresh your memory. This time last year, I had sold 154 handmade items and I earned $2,224 from all of those items that I'd sold. This year, we had the floods back in October, which completely shut down our tourist park. So it's April now. Our tourist park has been closed for the past 6 months. That's about 3,500 less tourists we haven't had in town every weekend for the past 6 months or so. And we still don't have a date yet when the park is going to be open up again. So I was really surprised when I counted everything up and found out I had sold 164 items this quarter. So that's 10 more than the same time last year. And the total sales for the same period is $2,990. That's over $730 more than last year. So even though we've had so many less tourists in town for this quarter, I actually managed to do, well, over $700 more. So I'm very, very happy with that. Imagine what I could have done if we had all of those people in town. I might have had to do a little bit more sewing. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was nice to actually have a comparison from last year to this year, and I'll be able to do the same thing in the next 3 monthly update. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall catch you next time. Bye for now.